Today we will start some jQuery basic understanding.
Okay.
Okay, let me create new workspace. Okay, jQuery also it is kind of like whatever we saw previously, right? It is also one of the advanced JavaScript library.
Okay.
Okay, advanced JavaScript library, and the benefits are it's kind of almost similar. If you see, so it is also one of the best features. It's like a cross browser system, so it can able to work in multi browsers like a Firefox, IE, Chrome, or whatever. Okay, so
Okay.
this is one of the cool feature, like a cross browser system.
Okay.
And if you say that some of the second feature is so, and it's easy to maintain. If you see compared to your old or traditional JavaScript, right, it's very difficult to write the programming, correct? Document
Mm-hmm.
dot get element by, there are so many things we have to write, but here it's not that much complicated. It's very simple. The programming is very simple here. The same like if you saw right previously AngularJS, it's very easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The similar way it is also, it's kind of easy to write the code, and it is extensible. So if you want to modify, if you want to write your own components, or if you want to write, so by default they will give some components, some predefined methods, correct? So if you want to
Okay.
write your own methods like existing things, you can able to write. You can able to extend it. It is meaning it is extensible.
Can you do that in Angular?
Yes, yes, you can. You can.
But don't you have to add then in the library file min.js file?
It is not required. You can create one more file with your name.
Oh,
You can
okay, okay,
add
okay,
your feature. Then give
okay,
that feature to everybody. Please, guys, please add it. So,
okay.
so this
So
is called
everyone else, so whoever is wants to use your function, he will need that file.
yes, there it import it. So this is called open framework. This is called community, so that people can able to. Let's suppose, say for instance, you have created one a calendar feature. So you publish that calendar feature in a community. Others can able to use it. So no need to there.
Okay.
So you already invented one a new plugin kind of thing. Just inform to other team or other people, so they will reuse it. So that is the purpose of open source.
Okay, okay.
So if
So,
one,
so you're already downloading min.js in the same similar file will be there in jQuery, right? Like something like
yeah, here also
min.js.
same. Here also same. Here also you will get
So,
a
so
jQuery.js.
okay. Um, so when we write our own function,
Mm-hmm.
it will be in a .js file,
Yes.
and whoever wants to use that function will have to download that file, and that file needs to reside on the server so that min.js as well as this new file gets downloaded on the client system.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's same. It is same. So if you are writing one plugin means you have to they have to import your JS file.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that means there must be a community of jQuery developers, Angular developers, where people would have posted their own built-in.
Yes. Yes. So this
Okay,
is called
okay,
open community. If you have any query, then you can post your query. If people are interested, they will reply to your query.
okay, okay. What is the name of that?
So this is just even I not part of that one. Just to Google it.
Okay, that's fine. I can
You
Google
can
it. Yeah.
Google it. You will get it. It's not a problem.
Okay,
Generally,
okay,
we are
okay,
not pasting that questions into the open community. Why? Because we have our own community, internal community.
okay, okay. Yeah.
Which as per company standards, we are not paste any piece of code into open source.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
So we have internally we are maintaining our own community, so there people will reply.
Okay.
So around the globe we have open community. You can paste it, then you will get a reply.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. For every open framework, we'll have a community.
Okay.
Some people will charge money, some people will reply freely. So that is up to the users.
Okay.
Some people will say, I know the solution, but I need money. If you give money,
Oh,
then I will, yeah, 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 definitely. It's a
okay.
business, right, for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right.
open community. So they will say if you need a solution, please call back to this number. Please send a script for this email, something like that. So then you will get an answer. So
Okay.
this is
Okay.
called open source. So it's extensible. So you can modify the code, and that is up to you how you are going to use it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is one of the cool feature, and and if you say right, so here also we have an Ajax concept. Ajax or service call, web service call. So here
Okay.
also we have a minified version of Ajax call or service call. In AngularJS we made a web service call, right?
By HTTP.
Yes, yes. In the similar way, Ajax also having its own standards to make web service call. And if you
Okay.
see our old JavaScript, I think we had one example, right? So how many number of lines we are writing, and it is a browser specific. There's so
Yeah.
much complicated work we have to do if you use old JavaScript or traditional JavaScript, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So whether jQuery or AngularJS will minify that kind of work.
Okay.
So this is one. Here also we have a cool feature that Ajax or web service call.
Okay.
And just now I told right we have a community. We have a community. So if you want to discuss anything, you can talk. You can post your query in the community, and you may get a reply. Also, so many people are using, right? So many people are working in
Mm-hmm.
jQuery. People will develop the plugins so that they can circulate their plugin to other teams so that we can reuse their code. Correct? You no need to
Mm-hmm.
reinvent the same piece of code again and again. Correct?
Yeah.
So this is because of open framework or open community. The plugins will be circulated to the team or people.
Mm-hmm.
And also, right, if you see, you will get good documentation, how to use it, where to use it, sample examples from this. What is that? jQuery dot. So this is the jQuery official website. So you will get very useful documentation. If you see here, this is one of the advantage for open source.
Okay. Okay.
So as long as if they are providing good documentation, then only people will prefer this library. Otherwise, nobody will use it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give good documentation, good useful. See here is a blog is there, right? So here you have to paste it. Maybe you have to
Mm-hmm.
create a account here and you have to paste your query.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So people will
So
respond.
yeah. So for practice, I'll have to download this
Yes,
thing.
yes, you have to download the JS file and you have to add in your project.
Okay.
So here we have a jQuery from 1.1, 2.1.x, 2.x and 3.x.
Mm-hmm.
There are three versions as there, and 1.x will support like 6, 7, 8 IE versions, and like 9, 10, 11, 12. If you want to support it, you can use it for 2.x onwards.
Okay.
So it will support all versions. So that is up to you what kind of version you want to use. The latest version is 3.0. So this is the
Okay.
we have to download it.
Okay.
And see the versions released and what are the issues they fixed. So everything they will document here for each version when they are trying to release it, they will update here.
Mm-hmm.
jQuery final released. So we have a
Mm-hmm.
very good documentation. So this is the main purpose of one of the main reason people are running behind jQuery is you will get very good documentation. And if you
Okay.
see here, right, so some of the plugins means some reusable components, lot of reusable components. They people already developed and they published it. See Ajax call, how to make it. Like images, how to display the images, flash images, animations.
Mm-hmm.
If you see here, you will see some examples. Maybe you can click here. So these are the people who is working on this. So you can talk with them, and you may get help from them. If you stuck, if you're not able to use the components. So
Mm-hmm.
many people are working for this open community. So you may get reply for them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the best. If you people are getting help from other teams and they may give support, see here, support the project. So if you want, you can donate it. Some these are the generally open framework features. If
Mm-hmm.
you like their help, so they're putting a lot of effort, right? If you want to donate something, you can able to donate it. And if you know any solution for any questions, you can able to reply to the feature. For any
Mm-hmm.
feature, if you know any solution, if there is any problem, if you know the solution how to fix it, then you can reply, this is the problem, this is the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are very passionate about this kind of open source, working with different teams and giving solutions. So here you will see the good documentation. See, they will mention each method and how to use it. So they will
Mm-hmm.
mention method level. Did you see this method name?
Mm-hmm.
Animate. So you will get an example how to use it. Good, useful documentation. See here. So this is the best features of open source. So this so they are giving example also. So you use this
Mm-hmm.
code and try to display image like this, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this way you will get help and documents, samples, everything. So you can able to learn yourself. You no need to depend on any others.
Mm-hmm.
So to maximize the image or anything, so you have to use this animation. So it's very good in case of animation and displaying the images and all. See, if you want to do the same thing in JavaScript, we have to do a lot of circus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So here it's very simple. This is the piece of code. See how many lines is there here? So these are the some of the features. If you like these features, you can able to reuse it.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the for animation purpose. It is very easy. I mean, jQuery is very useful. So these are the some of the examples. So they will
Mm-hmm.
provide. If you like any feature, and then you can incorporate in your application. So like that, if you see, there is so many good features are available.
Mm-hmm.
Animate. I think there is some call slider. This feature generally we are seeing it slowly it will come down. So how much fastly you want to come? It's how many seconds you want to take? 1 second, 1 millisecond. So you can give some time slot also. If you see here, maybe somewhere they will give all those things. Margin width, flat, time. So you can give you can able to mention time also here. So if you give the time as a 10 milliseconds, so it will take 10 milliseconds to open this window.
Mm-hmm.
So all
Okay.
those things you can able to do very easily in. So this is the cool features of see here it's a time basically. So they are giving 1 second. So if you give that is based on your requirement, so you can give the number of seconds here. So it will take that much time to open it up.
Mm.
So these are the some of the
Okay.
cool features. So animation wise, jQuery is very good.
Okay.
But whereas in case of AngularJS, it is very AngularJS is very useful to process the data,
Okay.
but this jQuery is very useful like animation wise. Effects, if you want to add more slides, effects, animations to your web application, then it's very use.
Okay. So we can use both
Yeah,
JavaScript,
you can
AngularJS,
you,
jQuery all in one.
yes, yes, you can use you can combine all three features, you can reuse it. If you know
Mm-hmm.
all the three frameworks, so you can reuse it. It's very, there is no, I mean, there is no condition like we have to use only one framework like that, so you can reuse it.
Okay.
So why? Because even though, say for instance, slide down is a function, is a method, it is available in both frameworks. So whenever we are accessing the slide down, so before accessing here we need to write a something, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that will vary. So it is related to jQuery, we are going to use dollar symbol.
Okay.
But whereas in case of jQuery, sorry, in AngularJS, you never use a dollar symbol, right?
Yeah, we use ng.
Yes, NG. So they have their own naming conversions so that you will not get any issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that way, name you will not get any name collisions.
Okay.
Even though they are providing same name, you will not get any issue.
Okay.
So it's very easy to learn. So they will give a lot of documentation. They'll give a lot of examples, right? If you see this many examples, then you can able to learn yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you copy this code and paste into some HTML and try to modify this value and try to modify these CSS files. Now you know very well the CSS also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you can able to learn yourself. You no need to depend on anyone. So that is the beauty of open source. Just is a CSS and JavaScript, that's all. Here nothing is there. Only thing
But
is,
CSS, they
yeah.
did not import CSS. Where is their CSS?
So here CSS is there, right? What is this? Border, float, all these are CSS only. Background color.
Oh, okay. I mean, they did not import. I was saying usually in a
Yes.
different file.
Yeah, that is up to you. If you want to write one more CSS file, you can import it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to follow coding standards, then we have to write a separate CSS class and import it. Gives a class name for this one and import it.
Okay.
That is the coding standards. That is up to you. So we can eat directly or we can eat in a different way, right? That is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
So how you want to write, how you want to maintain the standards.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way to, and here also I said, right, we need to import the jQuery, right?
Mm-hmm.
jQuery library. So this is the jQuery library.
But this, they are getting it from the website.
Yes, if you want, you can download it and you can keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to download at the runtime, so you download it and you can keep in your web content. Meaning if you don't have internet,
Mm-hmm.
then this file will not work, correct?
Yeah.
If you have internet, then it will work. So better always try to download and keep it so that you no need to, there is, we should not download any piece of code at runtime. So because there is so many vulnerabilities will come into your application, they may take your data.
Mm-hmm.
So you should not take file from online at any point of time. That may, they may update that file, then they may inject some vulnerabilities, then your application gone case. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They may write some piece of code, they may delete your files.
Mm-hmm.
They can do anything. They may uh, they may stop your server also. So they
Mm-hmm.
can do anything just by using one simple line. They can able to hack your system very easily. Just JavaScript is that much powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Okay.
can do anything with JavaScript. They can steal your data.
Mm-hmm.
They can control your machine just by using JavaScript. It's not required Java also. So because of
Okay.
that, we'll never download the files at runtime. So we have to try to maximize download your files and keep it with you.
Okay.
So here we have a see here, so compressed version and uncompressed version. Did you see this? So
Mm-hmm.
min version. So for understanding purpose you can use uncompressed version, and for production purpose you can use compressed version, so that size
Mm-hmm.
matter for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you see here, download it, so you'll get same thing, jQuery 3.1.1 and min. So this is for production purpose.
Yeah.
And try to download second one, and it's a matter for us, its size difference. If you see here, right, so it's 85 MB, and if you see here it is 261 KB, 85
Mm-hmm.
KB. So it's a matter, right, this much size, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is up to you, you can use any one. So in case of development, so you can use this one, so you can open it and you can able to see the, you can able to see the code and you can able to read it. See, you can able to read it very nicely, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you open the minified version, then it is like a plain text. So this you are not able to read it. See what you will read? Only three
Mm-hmm.
lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Three lines, it is kind of a newspaper. So
Yeah.
this is called minified version, meaning they removed all the white spaces, blank lines, they made it very less size.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the, it is same like AngularJS and jQuery, all these JavaScript frameworks will follow the same standards.
Mm-hmm.
And you can download whatever you want and create one simple web application. So let me create one simple web application. So this just you got some idea, right? What is jQuery?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now let me create one simple event, how to use it. So how to start? So let me write dynamic. Yes, it is recording. Is this dynamic web project?
So, if for
Mm-hmm.
this thing,
Yeah, tell me.
HTML,
Mm-hmm.
if we write something in HTML,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need Tomcat, right?
Yeah, we need Tomcat. So, so if you want to display something to the user, so you need a server.
Hmm.
Without server, you
Uh,
are not able to display something to the user.
okay, but on my computer, I was before you helped me download Tomcat and installed Tomcat.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to write small HTML here and there. I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to open it on the in the web browser.
Yeah, you can able to access, but you can able to access only in your machine. If I
Hmm.
want to access your application,
Okay.
say if I want to access your application, so how can I access?
Hmm.
I'm not able to access, right?
Okay. Okay.
So then we need a server, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So same like if you see the Google Gmail is there. So if you see if Gmail server is down, can you able to access the gmail.com?
Mm, no. No. No.
So we need a server.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the main purpose of server. Otherwise, you are not able to publish your application to the other people.
Yeah, yeah. So when we publish the application, uh, it it goes right now. We do it on our local machine, sits
Yes,
on the
yes.
local machine Eclipse workspace. Then when we have to publish it, then what do we do? We
We have to purchase a domain.
okay.
We have to purchase the domain, okay, and you have to purchase some server also. And you have your files, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, what you are doing, you are keeping your files in your Tomcat, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now what you have to do, so you have to tell to the people, please try to hit this URL xyz.com. Okay, people will hit
Yeah.
that URL and you have to purchase that URL, meaning the domain
Okay.
xyz.com. Maybe you can go to godaddy.com. There are so many vendors are available in this globe. So you can try to spend some thousand rupees, 900 rupees, you will get a domain.
For how long?
1 year. Well, that there is also
Oh,
packages there.
okay,
5
okay.
years, 2 years, 1 years. There are so many packages are available. So you need to buy the domain. Even recently also I bought one domain. I registered my website. The course founder, right? So I only
Uh-huh.
purchased the domain and I hosted that one. Then keep on I'm updating this one. If you see, you saw my website.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So just whenever I'm getting time, just keep on I'm working on this. So I
Okay, okay.
purchased this domain for 900 rupees. It's 1 year
Hmm.
validity, and also I purchased one server. So there is some other people who will maintain the servers for other people, for other teams. So you give them some 1300 rupees, they will maintain your files for 1 year. And
Oh,
you have to develop your files and just give them, boss, this is my files, keep in the server and this is my domain. So they will configure your files with corresponding your domain. And then you can hit your URL, you can able to access your files.
okay, okay. So server meaning web server, application server and web server, right?
That is again up to you. You need to tell what kind of server you want.
Okay, okay.
So to access that one, we need some FileZilla kind of thing, and you need to give your host name, meaning your server name. So the user will give this server name, and they will
Hmm.
give some username and password. Then you can able to see your files, then modify in your local and push the files to the server, and the changes will reflect here.
Oh,
So
okay,
you have
okay, okay.
everything.
And so who are
Ultimately,
these people?
yeah, if you want to see GoDaddy, or there are so many vendors are available. So
Okay,
if you see,
GoDaddy is for domain, right?
so they will give everything.
Or server also?
Yeah, yeah, they will give everything. So they will give everything. So they will give
But
domain.
900,
Yeah. So that is
but
up to the
900,
vendor. Yeah, yeah, tell me.
900 rupees for a year is only for domain, not for server.
No, not for us server. It's only for domain. So you have to do here two things basically. First, you have to buy the domain. First,
Mm-hmm.
buy the domain. Then two, and you will develop your HTML files, correct? You know how to
Mm-hmm.
develop your HTML files.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a domain, and after that we need a server, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is called hosting.
Okay, okay.
So if you say I want to host it, then say what kind of hosting you want. Linux, Windows, WordPress, and what kind of server you want. When you're trying to buy the server, then they will ask more details.
Mm-hmm.
See, they will give 2 years, 1 month. There is so many packages are available. So you can select whatever you want, and you can buy the server you want, application server, Apache server, and what database you want. If you want to maintain any database, that also they will give to you.
Okay, okay.
So here, how you want to do? You want to work with Windows system or operating
Mm-hmm.
system? So they will give all those things. If you want to buy any
Mm-hmm.
cloud servers, they will give everything.
Okay.
So like that, you have to buy the domain, and see here they'll give all the servers. What server
Mm-hmm.
you want? They'll give all the packages. So that is up to you. You can buy. So if you don't like their service, then you can go back to some different vendor after 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
You can switch back at any time.
Okay, but you have to keep your files then.
Yes, yes, you have to take backup. So, so if so, always you have whenever you have the files, then you can keep the files wherever you need. Correct? You no
Mm-hmm.
need to depend on. So generally, people will not take long 5 years something like that. Why? Because if you buy for 5 years, then they will not give good support for you. Then
Mm-hmm.
what you do? If
Mm-hmm.
your application went down, then they have to
Mm-hmm.
start the server. They have to help you, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they are not, I mean, helping properly, then you can go to some other vendors.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
So
that's good.
this, if you see here, so there is so much packages, sir. Starter, economy, deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is here, they may give more, more bandwidth,
Storage.
more storage. then your application is fast.
Mm-hmm.
And they will give some emails. If you buy any URL like this, right, coursefounder.com, so you will get emails also, manohar at the rate of coursefounder.com.
Mm-hmm.
So they will give this many emails, 100 emails, 500 emails. So if you have a domain, you can able to create your own emails. And if you want to add secure to your web service, see for right now here, it is not a secure. Did you see here?
Mm-hmm.
HTTPS. It is not a
Yeah,
HTTPS, right? So
yeah,
if you see here, it's a secure one. It's HTTPS. So if you want
yeah.
to secure, if you want to secure web services, then they will give an offer. See here, yes, free SSL. So if you buy this one, so they will give you SSL HTTPS for your domain,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
just to make secure,
okay, yeah.
and they will give antivirus for your applications. So like that, they you have all the packages.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Okay,
this?
okay, okay.
I heard GoDaddy is nowadays it's not that much good. It's a famous, but the service it will take some 5 days to response.
Oh, okay.
It's web security, online marketing. So many web security means if you want some if you want to add some antivirus to your server or your files,
Yeah, yeah.
so they will
Okay,
provide all those things for you.
okay, okay.
Okay, now what we did, we created one simple web project, right? So now let
Mm-hmm.
me copy that file min version. So this is the minified version. So 85
Mm-hmm.
kilobytes. Yes. So only 3 lines is there. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to develop one simple index.html. So you don't have holidays like long weekend because it's Syrian, right?
Yeah, I had. That is why I remember we did not have class for those 3 days.
Oh, only that time, only 3 days.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But generally people will take this last week, right? After Christmas, people will not work, right?
No, no, no. I don't. My project went away to some other company.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
So,
so I don't have.
so
Yeah.
you are in new project now?
No, yeah, same project I'm trying to get. It's still
In progress.
in works. Yeah.
Mhm.
So right now I don't have any vacation holiday or something.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
So now what we have to do, we have to import this JS file, correct?
yeah.
Script, JavaScript, and source is control space bar. It will try to pick your JS file.
Mm-hmm.
So now your JS file we imported in our HTML file. So now this is your body. So inside your body you can write whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
So now here I'm going to write input. What is this? Button. Input typing, or just I'm trying to write a simple button and I want to see
Mm.
some event after how to display alert message
Okay.
by using React.js, sorry, jQuery.
Okay.
Value say submit. Okay. So if you see in your the previous, what is that, AngularJS, so we used to write a controller, we used to write a module, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We used to define some controller, right? We used to define some
Yeah.
module in, that module and controller we are defining from the JS file side, correct?
Uh-huh.
And the same names we are using in our HTML side also, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We are creating some divs, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that div should load. So then only you can able to access the, meaning if you see that image ng-src
Mm-hmm.
for image. So if you are not using, if you are using like src equal to image name, it will try to download two times, correct?
One second. What did you say? SRC equal to image name?
Image, right, when we are displaying the image, so I
Yeah,
told
yeah,
right
yeah,
there is
yeah,
an error, correct?
yeah, yeah.
So two times the image was trying to download. One is like a normal JavaScript way, and second way is by using Angular JS style, correct? So
Uh-huh.
one time it is failing, correct?
Uh-huh.
So one time it is failing because the Angular component was not loaded. So before that the data is coming from Angular JS, but still you are trying to get by using normal JS, correct? So it is failing.
Uh-huh.
So then
Uh-huh.
what we did, we made it like a ng-source, correct? Then it was
Uh-huh.
working, correct?
Uh-huh.
Then it is looking only when Angular JS is loading, then only it is trying to load the image.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So that is one of the basic concept. So the same concept we are using in all the JavaScript framework.
Okay.
So here also we have that loading, I mean, part. So here also we are looking for when jQuery is load, when jQuery DOM is load, when Angular DOM is load.
Mm-hmm.
So here also we are using same concept. So first let me write here, we have a value. So here I'm going to give button ID, button 1. So this is the button ID. Now I'm going to write another script. So I'm going to write in same file only. I'm not going to write separate file. Script. If you want, you can write separate file for time being. So this is our JavaScript.
Mm.
So here what I'm going to write. If you see here, right, document dot ready. So
Mm.
meaning, what is the purpose of this one? In previous, in Angular JS, we are writing a div tag here, right, in body, correct? In div tag, we are
Mm.
writing module name and controller name, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is because we are telling indirectly you have to write your Angular related code only inside this div, only inside this controller, something like that, correct?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But here we are not maintaining that kind of standards in HTML side. We are moving that standards to JavaScript side. So meaning
Okay.
that loading part, checking all those things is happening at a JavaScript side. So once this is loaded, then this JavaScript will work. In previous case, once the div is loaded, then only we can able to access these elements.
Mm.
Correct? But here it's a reverse. So we are depending
Okay.
on JavaScript. The previous case we are depending on HTML side. So here
Okay.
you no need to define any divs. Well, because here this JavaScript will execute only once this HTML is loaded, then only this JavaScript will be executed. But in previous case, so the image is loading immediately, right? Before
Mm-hmm.
loading this one, correct? So it's a reverse
Mm-hmm.
basically. The concept is same, they are using in a different way. So
Okay.
once this document is loaded successfully, then this JavaScript will be executed.
And that is defined by dollar document dot ready.
Yes, this is a Angular JS, sorry, jQuery syntax, dollar document dot ready, meaning, so once this document is loaded successfully, then only you can able to access these elements, correct?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If there is no button one, can you able to access button one here?
No.
So if it is not loaded 100%, then if you say document dot, it will fail, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this line number here, it's not displaying. Yeah, line number 8, right? So once this document loaded successfully, once this HTML document loaded successfully, then only this JavaScript function, then only this JavaScript code will be executed. So that is the
Okay.
meaning of this document ready.
Okay. All right. So always in every code we'll have this then,
Yes, yes, yes,
document.ready.
yes, yes. So if you have a document, then only you can able to do something. Otherwise, you will get an error. So
Okay.
undefined variable
And all of your jQuery code will reside
will sit
inside the
inside this document
document.ready.
ready. Yes.
Okay.
So all the variables should be available, right? Whatever variables you are using, IDs, names, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once this piece of code is loaded successfully, then only you have to run or you have to execute your jQuery files.
Okay.
So now, so whenever once your document is ready,
Mm-hmm.
so then what you want to do here? So once the document is ready, this piece of code will be executed. Once the document is ready, then you can able to see this button, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me say for instance, once if you click this button, I want to display some alert message. So how we are going to
Yeah.
write? Simple line. Just I want to display one alert message. So
Okay.
for that, right? So what we have to do? So again, we have to use dollar symbol, and so for the submit button, we had given some ID, right? So
Mm-hmm.
take this ID. So click is a inbuilt function. So these things we have to learn basically. Sorry, before that we have to write an anonymous function. So here, so inside this function, you have to write whatever you want. So say for instance here, if you want to write some alert message, so where is this?
But who's calling that function?
So the jQuery library. See, once the document is loaded, see here.
Oh,
So once the document is successfully loaded, so this ready function will be called. This anonymous
okay.
function will be called by jQuery library.
Okay. So if we don't give function alert, okay, will not run.
Yes, it will run, but there is no, you have not written any logic here. So meaning, say for instance now, so this is the empty one. So I'm going to write my own function here. So the function will be executed on a event base.
Mm-hmm.
So alert don't have any condition, right?
Yeah.
Did you see any condition for alert?
No.
No, that's what it is executing directly. So when just once you refresh this one, document is loaded successfully, alert is displayed.
Yeah. No, I was saying if you don't write the function, if you just give alert, okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, yeah, if you don't do that,
So
then
you
will it
mean without a function?
yes, without function, you just
Yes.
give alert, okay.
So we have to give this anonymous function. Why we need this anonymous function, you know? So jQuery is expecting, jQuery is trying to read this function. We need some function. jQuery
Okay,
is
okay,
expecting some method to initialize.
okay, okay, okay.
It's an anonymous function. So but still jQuery need the one function. To if you see your
Okay.
you know you have some idea for Java.
No. I mean, yes, some idea, yes.
So you have public static void main, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why we need some function? Who will call that function? JVM will call that function. So whenever
Okay.
you are running your Java class, we need some public static void main default method, correct? So that is the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that method, you can do whatever you want. The
Okay.
similar way, it is also public static void main.
Okay. Okay.
So here in our runtime is that min.js, meaning our
Okay.
JVM kind of thing.
Okay.
So from that min.js, we are calling this function, and because of that, we are seeing the alert message.
Mm-hmm.
And inside
Okay.
that, there is a lot of event mechanisms are happening. JavaScript events. So the events will keep on checking whether DOM is loaded or not. DOM is loaded or not. Similarly, like we have Ajax call, right? Like we are getting a status 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, it is its own process status. 1 initialized, 2 in progress, 3 completed, 4 got response back, something like that. So a
Okay.
lot of event mechanisms are happening inside this JS file.
Okay.
So once the DOM is successfully loaded, then it will call this function.
Okay.
Then this alert will be displayed because no condition, right? So it is displaying as it is. Say for
Mm-hmm.
instance, now we will add one condition. What is that condition? Dollar click. So whenever I'm going to click this button,
Mm.
I want to display some alert message. Can I write now? Alert. Now, if the document is loaded, you will not see any alert message because there is a condition, right? When this piece of code will be called,
When button 1 is clicked,
yes, then only this function will be executed, correct?
then call another function.
Yes, yes. Then this function will be called. That's all, blindly.
Okay. So that means the outer function, you have to have that outer function always.
Correct, correct, yes.
And then when the button is clicked, then you build another function inside, which is to alert. Okay.
Yes, yes. And if you want to stop it, if you want to hide it, you can able to do anything. Meaning not like this. And just refresh the screen. Okay. Did you see any spelling mistake? Dollar CLICK. See here, documentation. So here we need to give ID. So like this, and refresh. So you will get it. Handler click. Maybe previously I was not given this hash. So we we had a lot of meaning. If you press control back our code, right? So this is our previous code, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you are trying to refer, this is an ID, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you say this is an I button, one is ID, then you have to keep here hash symbol. Hash means
Okay.
it is a ID.
Okay.
And there is so many other syntaxes, dot, hash, we will see one by one slowly. If you are trying to refer the CSS class of this one, then you have to use dot. If you are trying to
Okay.
refer button meaning ID, then you have to mention here hash symbol. Click,
Okay.
then you can display this alert message. So left click here. When you are reloading this page, this function will be executed, but this line will not execute because this line is having a condition.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? But it's ready
Mm-hmm.
to use. It's ready to use. So whenever you are clicking this button, then this piece of code will be executed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you click here, so now I think I removed that. Let me refresh. Yes. So we need an anonymous function. Now refresh. Shit. This is went away. Let me add dollar because we are referring ID. So we need a
Mm-hmm.
dollar. When we are clicking this one, we are going to write our own function, and as part of that function you can write whatever you want. Now it is display. Okay. So when we have to use dollar, sorry, this hash, because you are trying to refer at the rate ID, so this is an ID,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we have to use this hash symbol button. So this is the event of this ID. So then I want to execute this function.
Okay.
And if you want to control CSS, so many things, say for instance, so there is a div. So here you are displaying some information. So and this div ID is ID equal to div1. So this is your div ID. So here you are displaying some information.
Mm.
Okay. So now I want to access this ID. So how to access? Same approach. So you have to use same. So first display the alert message. There is a method called hide. So whenever you are clicking this button, first what I am doing, I am displaying the alert message, correct? After that, what I am trying
Mm-hmm.
to do, I am hiding the, I am going to hiding
Button.
the div. So let me refresh it. We will see. So now the div is appearing, correct?
Mm.
You can able to see the div. You can able to see the button. If you click that one, first alert is displaying. If you say OK, so now the div ID, I had to give div one. So I had given here button one. So because of
Mm-hmm.
button one, its button itself is disappearing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to give here div. So basically here you need to understand these functions. Click, this hide, only these functions you should be aware, and
Mm-hmm.
syntax is same. So these are the inbuilt function. Like in Angular JS we have ng-repeat,
Mm-hmm.
ng-resource, correct?
Mm-hmm.
ng-model, correct? In the
Mm-hmm.
similar way, here we have a click, hide, and this dollar hash symbol. So how to use it? So these are the standards of each framework. So now whenever I'm clicking the submit button, what I'm trying to do, first I'm displaying the alert message. After that, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to hide this div, correct? By using this ID.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now if we click it here, so it will display OK, and it will hide the,
Mm-hmm.
it's very simple, right? You can do the
Mm-hmm.
same thing in JavaScript, but what you have to do, document dot get element by ID, inner HTML equal to null. There's so many things we have to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But here it's just one line, one simple line.
Okay.
So this is one of
Okay.
the simple example. Say for instance, instead of hiding the element, what I want to do, I want to modify the background color. So how to modify it?
Mm-hmm.
So the div. So I don't want to hide it. I want to apply some CSS.
Oh, okay.
So I want to apply BACKGROUND background hyphen color. So I want to apply red. After that, I want to display some alert message. After
Mm-hmm.
that, I want to finally hide it.
Hide it.
So now let me refresh it, whether it will happen or not. First alert message came, so the color is not appearing. So did you see any spelling mistake? BACKGROUND 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 color dot red. It's correct only, right?
Yeah, this spelling is correct, but background dash color you need to give, or
For div, it is having its own div background color CSS, right?
but what is the syntax? Is it comma,
It is comma
then
only.
red?
It is comma only. Okay, let me background. It's not appearing. Okay, now what I will do instead of that one. So let me add this. This means for which button I am clicking. This
Okay.
means whatever, I mean from where the event is coming. So for that particular one, I am trying to perform the. It is changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically for every div or something, right? So the CSS class is different. So we need to find out the corresponding CSS class. Now if you see, the button color got changed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way we can able to do some of the events. So if you want to change,
What will happen if you click on button again?
if you click the button again same, the event will be called again back.
Okay, 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 yeah, yeah.
It will be called back again and it will try to hide the things. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's already hide, right? So you will not see any
Yeah,
effect.
yeah, yeah,
If you refresh it, it will come to original.
yeah, yeah.
First message and this dot background color. This means this button. So click it, then it will go away.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way we can able to control CSS also.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if you want to access CSS, we have to use this one. Click functionality, hide functionality. Like this, we have so many functions. Some fade, something also is there. Fade, I don't know exactly the method name. So we have to see that. Did you see this? Click fade, right? Jquery fade out. So this is the method. So fade out means slowly it will go away. So how many
Okay.
seconds? It will take some time and it slowly it will go away. So this is the one. Hey, dollar div
Div.
one.
Mm-hmm.
So now go back here and refresh. So click here. See, did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Slowly it's disappearing. So this is called fade. So you can, there is
Mm-hmm.
a time is there, slow, fast. So you had to use that word. Now I'm using slow. So that's what it is taking more time. If you want quickly, if you want to disappear, then we have to use some other word.
Okay.
Or if you want to mention some time, so you can mention the time milliseconds.
Okay.
So that is up to you. So it's clear, right? Roughly how you are going to use it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we will see tomorrow some other examples, how to read the data, how to see some other validations, all those things.
Okay. All right.
Okay, tomorrow we'll connect same time.
Sure.
Fine, yeah, thanks.
Okay. Thank you.